What's going on? You already know. You rocking with us while listening to us. Yeah. WLTU. I got my great crew with me. Introduce yourself.
You already know. Wise Love in the building. On a wisdom day. Today's math. Coach I Freedom. It's perfect. Today's math. Yeah, already.
You already know.
Hey. Greetings. We got Ness in the building, you know. Toxic just a little bit, but not so toxic. I'm not.
Stop lying.
I'm not.
All right.
Okay.
And there's somebody missing. There's usually a chair right here. So please introduce yourself.
Hello, good evening. It's Tish, Miss Everything. Thank you. I'm here.
Still in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. What you say?
She's still in Game of Thrones.
Still.
Over yonder.
And you already know you got your girl Cardine rocking with the one and only
BXC Mike on the boards.
Yes.
On the
boards. So it's a special night. We have a guest here that's about to take over. Right now. Please introduce yourself.
Wow, what's shaking this bill from the BS? What's good hopping? Out here with the Out 4 podcast. I'm here, special episodes today. And I thank y'all, appreciate y'all for having me. What's good?
Of course, we wouldn't have it no other way. Thank you for being here with us. Welcome to Why Listen to Us. What you trying? What you dealing with right now on your side?
Today we got Black History Every Day. Black History Every Day. We use a Jeopardy platform, but we put a little spin on it. And we're gonna speak.
Put a little spin on it.
Put a little spin on it.
Put a little razzle.
You know I'm a 90s nigga. Okay. You know I'm a 90s boy. I listened to Das Effects earlier. You gotta relax.
Right. Okay.
Das Effects earlier. So we're gonna educate everyone and bring you some Black history facts that you may or may not have known. 3 topics today is Toussaint Louverture.
Wow.
New York City.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Toussaint Louverture.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's why I say that.
No, teach me. I want to know how to say it too.
Yeah, that's why you gotta ask Wise. Wise will teach you, Miss Everything.
Toussaint Louverture.
Louverture.
Toussaint Louverture.
No, Louverture. You got it though. You got it.
I can tell
you're twisting up your face to say that.
No, it sounds really good when you say that, Miss Everything. But go ahead, Bill.
Really?
No. When Miss Everything said it, you could tell she grew up in poverty because her tongue sounds really bad.
She grew up in poverty. Why though? Why would you say that?
Because she could tell she ate bodega food growing up. And she got the early parts of diabetes because her tongue is really thick.
That's true. Are you trying to say that for all French-speaking people? But you know what? Let's not even do it.
No,
let's go ahead.
Wise don't sound like that.
Doing what you
and Black media. Toussaint Louverture, New York City, and Black media are amongst our topics today. We did in the pre-production. We did a guess to see who will go first, and Mike's going first. So, what you want to lead off with, champ?
What you need to know?
New York for 100. Let's get it.
New York for 100.
This expressway is known as one of the busiest congested roadways in the U.S.
Cross Bronx.
Did you need us to give you our sounds before we started?
You're right.
That is so true. That was
moving forward.
I was practicing.
Good job, Tish.
Thank you so much.
What did she just say?
It's the sounds like to let us know like who wants to like it's like a buzzer.
As in.
Yeah.
It's not me.
No, just the numbers, I guess.
Well, not that. Is it whatever you want to do?
Lost.
Like some people want to use a hand clap to let them know because I can't see everybody. Number one, and the mics can get congested.
Okay.
So when it's your turn,
what happens.
If it's not your turn, and you want to jump in.
Are we gonna do time?
I get to choose the topic, but I don't necessarily get to choose the answer. I still have to say I want to answer it. Okay.
Right.
I never watched Jeopardy, except for when white men can't jump, but that's it.
You know what? Yeah, okay.
Holla.
We saw that at Bay Plaza, son.
Nah.
White men can't jump.
We went to go see that at Bay Plaza. Yeah.
You're probably right.
Oh. Yeah. I wasn't there. I'm more like, nah. I wasn't even there. But okay, so are we gonna create our sounds right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your sound, Mike? Okay, that's Mike's sound. My sound is gonna be cuckoo.
That's mine.
Yours what? Wait, what's that?
She said,
I said, we know when you tell a kid, you be like, don't do that.
We skipped over Miss Everything now.
Oh, we did because she's not.
It's not
physically
okay.
here.
It's
I apologize.
So go ahead. What's your sound?
She's just gonna giggle.
Me?
Yeah, what's your sound?
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Nah, baby, body. Go ahead, Wise.
That's a little, much.
She was listening to Dr. Effects too.
Excuse me, brother.
What's your sound, Wise? He don't know a sound.
Yo.
That's your sound?
Yo.
That's cool. All right, let's go.
All right.
I already got that first
He
one.
already answered.
Mike got the
that.
100. Mike got the first 100 points.
You definitely got 100 points. That
So
expressway, whatever, that
Cross
is.
Bronx.
Oh my gosh, I hate it. I hate
the
being
worst.
in it. It's actually in the Guinness Book of World Records.
The most congested
Yeah,
piece of highway in the country.
it's very, very terrible how you just sit in traffic and you can't do
Do
nothing
you know?
about it.
Do you know the history behind the Cross Bronx too?
No,
Like
no.
why they even built it?
Tell us.
Because they just wanted the rich people to be able to cross
Get
the
across.
Bronx without having to go local. And so
Did you
they
know-
knocked
I
down
heard
buildings,
that.
they
I
knocked
heard
down
that, yeah.
houses. They wanted a fast way to get the fuck out of,
The hood.
pardon my French, through the hood
The
to get to
hood.
Jersey and stuff like that.
Right.
But
Because
We
not,
not gonna-
not only that,
right.
they
it
had
goes right into the George Washington.
That's crazy.
not only that, they had other routes they could have taken. Because think about it, the Deacon is right there. All these
Right.
other
The
highways.
Deacon is right there.
But they
Goes
purposely.
north and
But it
south.
all-
They
but they
need
all
something
lead
that
into
goes
each other.
East and west. They need something that goes east and west.
Right.
Robert Moses purposely went through that route because he wanted to go through those landowners were black that were there, and they forced them out of where they were from. They were like sharecroppers, and they forced them out of their land. And if you look at the route on 95 and look at how, well, on the Cross Bronx, and look at how the projects are strategically surrounding 95, Cross Bronx
That
all
means
the
they
way
cut
through.
right through 'em.
Okay.
They cut right through black neighborhoods and replaced them with projects. So if
They
you're a poor,
replaced them with projects.
so if you're a poor sharecropper and someone gives you $100, $100 is more money you've ever seen in your life. Especially during this time.
Especially during those times.
During this time when things were built. So they gave you $100 for your land and they put you in these projects.
Look at that.
And think about it. Soundview projects.
Pollution,
Vietnam.
Soundview. Yeah. It makes sense.
Even rolling through, then you got Eastchester, Baychester, Edenwall, all of them.
Gun Hill.
Gun Hill. Well, Gun Hill's a little further on, but all of those there. Yeah.
And Gun Hill was named because of that somewhat the same reason too, right?
Well, because
that's
of
where
battle.
that's where they put the gun.
The guns, that's where all the guns and everything was.
I need to learn my Bronx history
to brush up on
I
that.
definitely need to look
That's
into
pretty
that.
dope.
That was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to you, Bill.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Shout out to you.
Mike still.
Oh, Mike.
No,
Mike.
no, you had the information, of course, but of course I'm gonna give you your props. But shout out to Bill,
Mike.
for like
No, for real.
it's about you.
I saw Mike read out loud before without using his finger.
Yo, without using his finger, he saw that.
He said I was there.
So I think people need to know the history. I know we're talking about Black history every day, but I think this is very important. I know this is very important. People need to know the history between you and Mike. Can you just like what that's Black history for us, for people that was you're from the 4th.
We don't
to
get into
24.
You know,
2 to 4.
Growing up, like I used to bully him growing
used
up.
to bully
pockets.
Bully Billy.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't believe that. One bit.
You know what I'm saying? Then
Do not
he
believe
fought
that.
back one time, and then I was like,
She said she don't believe that. Miss Everything. Miss Everything said that you're not telling the truth.
Absolutely not.
Nah, he not lying. It's just
wait.
He not wrong.
Hold on. I gotta address this. You just don't think I could be a bully? Is that what the problem is? Or?
I do not
That
believe
I didn't
that
bully
it's
him.
in your kindness of
I was
kind
definitely a bully.
heart.
I didn't bully him.
Oh,
You was
okay.
a bully, but you didn't bully Billy.
I didn't bully Billy.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Is that accurate, Bill?
No.
Definitely not accurate.
Rachel used to babysit me. Like my parents was in the streets every weekend. They go partying and clubbing every weekend. And Rachel used to babysit me. And then one day she just brought this nigga around.
But who's Rachel?
One day,
Rachel.
Your big sister.
Rachel is my sister for the listeners.
Yeah, got you.
Rachel.
Older sis.
So she's the oldest sister. So she used to babysit your young behind.
My favorite sister.
Your favorite sister.
Yeah.
Only sister.
No, I mean that's his favorite sister.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
nobody
that.
else knows that, you know.
Yeah. Oh, so that's dope. So you were babysat by his sister, and that's how y'all met. Okay.
Yeah,
and
she
it's
started
been
bringing this dude around one day, and I was like, "Well, what's with the dude?"
This dude.
Around. Who is he?
Who is this guy, right?
And y'all became best friends.
Wow.
Or like,
well, I'm a little older than Mike, but
family.
yeah, for the most
He's
part,
older than me, but we've definitely been brothers.
brothers.
Brothers,
Yeah.
sisters.
Okay.
Since then.
Sandbox
I like
for real sandbox.
Yeah, next
For real?
door neighbors.
Hey,
Literally.
for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope.
And even throughout the childhood, we was always really close because even though I'm a couple years older, and being difference between 5 and 7 year olds is drastic. But Mike was always gigantic.
Wow.
Especially.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Mike was
You said
gigantic.
Mike was always what?
He was gigantic for his age.
He was gigantic for his age.
Yeah.
I'm
He was mad
crying.
big. He was like,
Why?
We trying
people
to
thought
be
we was
all
the same
fucking,
age.
Like,
Let's go to the next. Let's go to the
New
next.
York City for
Who's
200.
next, Bill? Let's
Mike
You
still
said I
controls
won?
the board. Mike still controls the board.
Okay.
200.
That's the
He
BX in
said
it.
he said New York for 200.
I heard him. Now
just
known
letting
as
know.
Central Park, this community in 1855 was mostly black, consisted of 255 residents.
Crickets.
Wait.
Say it
Say it
again.
again.
What was the question?
Wait.
Now known as Central Park, this community in 1855 was mostly black, consisted of about 255 residents. What's the name of the community? The community.
Can I phone a friend?
Right.
No.
No.
That's
Oh, this
No.
is the wrong
game.
game. That's the wrong game.
Wrong
okay.
game.
And what's the friend that you would phone?
Yo,
You.
it would be Mike. You said, Mike.
Now known as a community.
As a community?
Move. Oh, okay. We got one. What we got?
I'm gonna say White Plains Road.
What?
Central Park?
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Answer
I
is
wasn't looking
Seneca Village.
I just
So
wanted
what
to
is it?
answer.
Seneca Village?
Seneca
Yo,
Village.
so I said, what is it? And I put my ear to
I was trying to listen like, what you say?
My bad.
Yo,
My bad.
it's getting hot here, yo. It's getting hot. It's getting hot.
I just want to say I was drinking before I got here. I was drinking, so please, I apologize.
Why y'all not
No,
drinking
no.
water, yo?
I'm
No
hot.
disclosures.
What?
You're fine.
No, there's enough
It's
water.
fine,
in the ice
but yeah,
cream.
I don't know nothing. So tell us about what is it?
Seneca Village.
Seneca
Seneca.
Village.
Seneca Village is
Stop making it about hot.
I'm
hot. I'm
Seneca
mad
Village
hot.
was a mostly black town in Central Park. And if you know about the history in here in America, the Manhattan Island was purchased for $1, but Central Park was not considered part of the deal.
Indeed, yeah.
The Native Americans held on to Central Park, and the Seneca Village had African settlers.
Yeah, there was actually
Yeah,
a king and a queen that reside there that they took that little island from.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they were like cultivating everything. Like there was a lot of how you say it, really like like he said, black business owned and all that. Like it was really beautiful life there. And they were gorgeous too, the family.
It, right? After.
Yeah.
Just
they burnt it down.
To a park.
They burned it down.
No. They burnt it down. So usually what happens when a town gets burnt down, the descendants still own the land.
The land, yeah.
Okay. What they did was they basically waited for the descendants to die off.
First
generation to die off and held that information in the park. And when they died, their city just took it over to make
and then turn it into that Central Park.
I swear these Caucasian folks.
So when people
the
say
caucasity of it all.
It's
so
crazy.
when people say, they got Koreatown, we got Chinatown, we
indeed.
We got Little Italy.
Little Italy, yeah.
Yes, in America, black people, we've created our own. We had our own as well.
Little
But they don't stop there.
These people, and they had bread too. Like they really was holding.
Yeah, so
they were considered like kings and queens, like in their own little island.
Wow.
So we have that here in America. We have our own towns, but the thing is, America is so based on killing us that they always find a way to take it away.
To take it away.
Yeah, and that's where the
act like it never
Arab,
even
Chinese,
exists. Yeah, because I would have never even knew this.
Just a big old.
I don't even think do they teach this in school?
Absolutely.
Do they teach this?
Nah.
Is this in the history book?
It's hidden. It's hidden.
Because I don't remember hearing any of this. Honestly,
well, we do teach this in Black History every day.
We do. And shout out to
That's
you.
Shout out to you.
That is a plug. And Mike, you still up?
Yeah, because no one got the answer.
Yeah,
Nobody answered.
Okay.
What are the other categories again?
Toussaint Louverture, Black media.
Black media for 100.
Black media for
100. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Civil rights and activist and co-founder of Real Justice PAC. This brother uses social media to promote social justice causes.
The baby.
It's not even a term. It's not the baby.
Cool. She had to make that noise to answer. Make your noise.
Are you answering?
Are
you answering? Mike, are you answering?
No, he said he just.
I don't get a chance. You
You
get
do. Yeah, you do. You get the first
do.
chance.
I got cuckoo.
I thought you had to make the sound.
We got the Who's that? That's Vanessa.
I said cuckoo.
She said cuckoo, but we said it. But she said, go ahead.
No, it's all right.
No.
Go ahead. Say it. You said it.
No, you say it.
I'ma
Get your money.
I'ma say. Can you repeat yourself?
That's your answer.
They don't repeat on Jeff.
They don't give you another chance.
This is not Family Feud.
Go ahead, Wise. What you got?
Robert Johnson.
No,
I say Sean King.
Boom, that's it.
Okay.
That's what it is. You took too long. Nope, I don't want to hear it. Nope.
You got 100 points.
Yep, give me mine. No, is it 100?
Sean King.
Yes,
Sean
it's
King.
100.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought it
Ain't
was
that the
more.
nigga on Instagram?
Yeah, that's what he
That's the
said.
nigga on Instagram. This
That's
brother uses
the brother
social
on
media.
Instagram. That's the
Yeah.
brother on Instagram.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm sorry, the guy on Instagram.
The guy, the young fella.
Yeah, the young fella.
You know, trying to be
But
that guy.
what it boils down to is Mike don't want to support no dude that's light skinned.
That's a fact.
You don't like light skin?
That's a fact.
Body.
Sheesh, my bad.
Me and Lou was only light skinned friends. That's it.
That's it.
That's
It's already
a
two.
9.
For real?
Because let me think.
Now that I think about it, they are the only
Theo's
two.
kind of like, but not really.
Theo is like this.
like
So Theo, nah.
I'm surprised Mike is friends with Theo. I'm really surprised about Mike is friends
But that
with
was
Theo.
later on. He's
Tall
like
and
my
light-skinned.
newest friend.
Yeah, that's true about some back
Everyone
then.
else, and even him, I know him for 10 years, but everyone else has been my friend for over 10 years.
Oh wow.
So,
Wow.
I don't get that many friends.
No.
I'm just bad
You
at
just
making
lucky.
friends.
No, no, that ain't
You
it.
held on to that, so that's
You
good.
got a couple of good ones.
Who's next, Bill?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
Well,
this
you
Ness?
Can I get
Wait,
it?
is there more history behind this? What's the person's name?
Sean King.
Sean King?
Okay.
On Kingston?
Yeah,
You talking
Sean-
about
Nah, it's not Kingston.
Sean
the
King.
reggae artist?
No,
No.
Sean King.
Sean
King. That's it. We don't talk about anything else.
Beautiful
no more
Girl?
education.
Is that what the song is?
It's not
That's it.
Beautiful.
I mean, just look him up. He's
Sean King
dope.
recently did an article. He recently did an article where they did the stats and they found out that law enforcement, they combined all the stats on law arrests and convictions on law enforcement all throughout the states. And you know what the conviction percentage was on arrests?
What? No.
13%.
What was it?
2.
2%.
2%?
Why I guess that?
I was
Why?
gonna say 1.
Why did you say 2?
I don't know, because I knew it was gonna be low.
It's gonna really low. Yeah. 2.
Yeah. Out of arrests made, only 2% end up being convictions. And
Terrible.
and if you take away DNA evidence, the numbers get even lower.
Nowhere.
Right.
Wow. Yeah.
Because
Is that just a testament to how bad of a job the cops do, or the fact that they just don't want to prosecute these
They don't want to
crimes?
prosecute them.
it's a
It could be
combination
both.
of
People.
it's a
I was gonna say
combination of
it's both.
Yeah.
But come to think about it, like the police officers, they don't really do their job. They let the snitches do the shit for them.
Yeah, if you take snitches out of the equation,
they wouldn't.
99%
They
of
wouldn't
crimes
even
don't
solve
get
no crime because they be lying, like when they come on a crime scene and then try to say, "Oh, this happened, this or whatever," trying to like give you that freaking illusion crap. Nah, it's not. It's not right.
They know how to write their shit.
Yeah,
they do. I mean, their stuff. I'm sorry.
The board is yours, Queen. Where we at?
I don't know where we at, Ness.
Let's keep it there for 200.
Black media?
Black media for 200.
Yes, Black media for 200.
Edward Lewis, Clarence O. Smith, Cecil Hollingsworth, and Jonathan Blunt founded this company in 1968.
What?
You said Apple?
She said
what? I said.
She said
Oh, okay. Yes. What you got?
Is it Jet Magazine?
No.
You're wrong. It's not Jet Magazine.
Sorry.
Who's asking me? You don't want to look stupid in front of people now.
It's okay. I got one wrong answer. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna be all right.
Essence Communication is the correct answer.
Oh, let's go.
What's the correct answer?
Essence Communication. In 1970, they became Essence Magazine.
Oh, they became Essence Magazine 2 years later.
That's correct.
Gotcha.
Okay.
It's one of the names that you have mentioned that clicked, and I was like, oh, that's that dude.
That's what it is.
Oh, not because you were born in that year.
No.
That wasn't.
No.
Wow. What year was that?
Shit. I take that as you know what I mean? Good looking on that.
Was he talking about like the 60s or am I bugging? What was the
Yeah.
year that you were talking
He
about?
said 1968. And then 1970 is when it became. That was you really doing that from over there? That's messed up.
From
Miss Everything.
Still love you, Miss Everything.
I know.
Send them.
She's taking shots from miles away.
Send them.
Wow. How far are you, Miss Everything? Where are you?
I'm just in the Poconos with my girl.
Just, you taking shots from Philly.
Yeah, don't do that. That wasn't nice.
That's a nice little place. That's an Airbnb?
Yeah.
That's it.
Ooh.
Y'all got money?
It is?
It's dope.
Send us a video when she's done.
Okay.
So, all right. So, Ness, where we going now?
Wow.
Wait,
I didn't
get the right answer.
Yeah,
Wise got the right answer.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't me.
That's right.
I
don't know
thought
nothing
Wise
about
got
that.
it.
We heard Mike say that, Miss Everything. Thank you.
Oh.
Mr. Everything already answered. Yeah, so Wise, you got that. Everybody
Yeah.
on
We're
the
going to
panel.
Toussaint Louverture.
Okay.
Yeah. For 100.
For 100.
A former slave that rose to become a leader of the Haitian Revolution, also known as the blank.
Say that again, or what?
Toussaint Louverture was a former slave that rose to become
Damn, you
leader.
were supposed to get niggas the answer.
No, he's the
what?
subject,
No.
so he's not the answer. That's not the answer.
No, it's not
Okay.
the end. Yeah.
Toussaint Louverture is a former slave that rose to become leader of the Haitian Revolution,
No.
which is also known as the blank.
Oh, okay.
No.
Successful slave.
The movement. I don't know.
Wait, we don't know none of this.
And Wise just said it. He started saying it.
What?
Wise.
Go ahead.
Rosa.
Successful slave revolt.
The what?
The successful slave revolt. The only one. Slave revolt. He was
the
the only one that
slave
result.
revolt.
Yeah.
That he
Sorry, not
revolted
result.
against slavery. And then it was successful.
It was
All right, Wise.
About it.
Wise
1804 to be exact.
1804. Okay.
Wise
Is that
came
really
to
the only
play.
The only one, yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that part.
And then again, since we on the topic, the only island, the islanders who had their independence, the first Republicans, known, and it was able to help multiple other, countries and all that
gain their independence,
get their independence, and then our doors were, basically open to all that were, looking for freedom.
Mm-hmm. And also, a thing a lot of people don't know is
it was Haiti.
Haiti.
Right. He didn't finish the sentence, but it was
Haiti.
Yeah. So shout out to that.
The only people paid reparations because of slavery to this day are only slave owners.
Which really made no sense.
Haiti had to pay reparations to the French because they defeated them. I mean, Toussaint Louverture was named himself like the chief general, and he helped to defeat one of the greatest generals. The people call one of the greatest generals in Napoleon Bonaparte.
Of the
French.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I think it was what was it like $9.5 billion? It's so sick.
It was something stupid. It was like $50 million in reparations to the French. And the French, the French threatened to bring the U.S. back with them to continue fighting the war if they didn't pay the reparations. And the U.S. was with it. The U.S. already sent Marines to put in fake leaders in place, kind of like they did just recently.
They're still doing it.
Yeah,
to this day.
To this day.
It's crazy.
They're still doing it.
Still doing it.
But we're not gonna go too deep in that. We're gonna move right along.
Wow, so you got the board and you got 300.
Yes,
we're gonna go right back to Toussaint Louverture.
Oh, he's trying to kill y'all.
I know.
Yeah,
we got this, guys. We got this.
Toussaint Louverture was taught to read by his godfather. His godfather was named
Seymour Baptiste.
Oh,
Seymour. It's pronounced Seymour Baptiste.
He's mad Haitian. He's
mad.
You know
what's funny?
Got that.
You know what's funny? Don't we know somebody by that name?
No, we both said it.
Yeah, Simon.
That's it. Yeah.
Seymour Baptiste. Yeah.
And do you know anything about Seymour Baptiste?
Yeah, he actually, took him, how you say it, on the side to teach them all that, that he ended up obtaining. And that's how he actually, I think it was a woman who's basically was really in his head at the same time.
Who said?
I think it was
too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was like, that the family, they really like raised him. They taught him, how to, how to conduct yourself, how to eat, how to, to be well mannered
and all that other good stuff.
Yeah, that's how he was able to.
Well, Seymour Baptiste was a Catholic priest and and Toussaint Louverture ended up marrying his daughter. So even when the whole Haitian Revolution began, Toussaint Louverture, he owned businesses. He was no longer a slave by this time. He had worked himself.
He was already free.
He was already free. So when all of this, so when the revolt initially started, he didn't even feel the need to participate because he was like, I'm already getting money. I'm not worried about what they're doing.
Yeah.
But then when he saw things carrying on and they had been fighting for a couple of days.
Yeah.
He was like, all right. He moved his family to his wife, who made it clear that she helped him. She was.
You hear me? I think she was like the most major part of him, igniting that light, like for him to go in.
Yeah, she really motivated him. She really motivated him to go fight. And he moved his wife, and his kids to the U.S. And then proceeded to start murdering the crackers.
Right. Now. Before we even go on to that, we cannot forget this brother by the name of Bookman. Bookman was a Jamaican. That was how you saying that they had he was from somewhere else and then they shipped him over there, and he was another one that was part of that, like the movement, because he was the one that was basically like, we need to kill these, these demons and all that. He was with it. He was more, like the one that put more fire, to the flame that was already there, and all that, to ignite them, and then to have everybody, because the Haitian, revolution, then it wasn't only about fighting. We are known to be doctors of medicine. And a lot of people, they call it different names now, as a negative thing, because we knew, how you saying it? We studied our land. So we talking about literally, we knew how to talk to plant. We knew what plant does what plants then do certain things. So when we were at war with the France and all that, like people make fun about, people, spitting like spitballs and all that, and then, in Africa and all that, but they really like was using that same technique by dealing with combination of different type of plants that they were, attacking them with, and then these demons and devils and all that, they were literally like stuck, still alive, and their bodies were swollen, and they weren't able to talk.
Yeah.
While this movement was going on, and it was just taking heads like without no, how you say it, no remorse, like, because it was like, nah, it's either
totally
our freedom
unbothered.
or death. That's it.
Well,
that's what we say. That's
what
we say nowadays. Unbothered.
Toussaint Louverture was a real master of the guerrilla warfare tactics.
Guerrilla warfare,
if you know anything about the guerrilla warfare tactics, you could use one soldier to sacrifice themselves to take out 10 enemy soldiers.
Yeah.
So that's what he used, because the French numbers were so far greater,
greater.
Yeah, than what what the Haitians were dealing with. But look at that to now. Like, that's saying that's why we have a president that's trying so hard to unarm us. He wants to unarm people. Why? Because he don't want us to be able to defend ourselves. He don't want us to be able to
fact. Absolutely. And we can't forget Saint Jacques Dessalines as well, because when Toussaint, was held down, he the one that basically followed up.
Absolutely.
And then went in. He was another back, force of Toussaint Louverture.
Absolutely.
Within that movement itself.
So who are you going with now? Are you going with Toussaint Louverture or Black Media?
Before we get there, hold up. The score right now. Ricky's at 100. Wise at 500. Ness Donut. Tish Donut. Mike got 100.
I got a donut. I got a donut. I got Ness is at 100. I didn't answer. I was wrong.
You was wrong?
Ness got 100? Yeah, Ness got 100.
Come on, don't be out here. Come on, light skin.
I was definitely wrong. I was wrong and strong.
That's crazy. We're supposed to stick together.
But yeah, Ness had the 100.
That's crazy. What?
And then everything else. That was the only thing that was incorrect.
This ain't Drake.
And what does Tish have? Did Tish have 0 too?
No. She don't got 0. She got donut.
We're riding on dubs right now, Miss Everything. So we gotta
step it up.
Wait, what's my score?
What's
I'm 5.
What's Mike's score?
Mike got
100.
Yeah.
So Miss Everything, are you still there? Or you sleep?
I'm still here.
It's them struggle. It's them Dollar Tree headphones.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Don't snap your neck now.
So knew we was recording today.
So no,
we was recording today. She went to Dollar Tree to get headphones. She could have went to Target.
She's not gonna let you do that. She's gonna say what she has to say. Go ahead, Miss Everything.
She could have went to Target and got the $7 headphones.
I am one who enjoys learning. And I also appreciate that Wise has history for us today, and he's killing it because he barely talks on, the show. So now that he's really like talking, he's spitting some shit. So I appreciate this. I love it, Wise.
I love it, Wise. Everything.
I love it, Wise.
I love it.
Let's go.
So what we got?
Wise, you got the board. You got the board. What we doing?
Still Toussaint. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to kill y'all. He ain't here to play no game.
Finish it.
Ruled Saint Dominique as a French colony. He drafted the Constitution and reiterated the 1794 abolition of slavery and appointed himself governor for how long?
The rest of his life.
Yeah.
So we're not using sounds?
No.
The rest of his natural life.
He said, I get the chance to answer first. And then if I'm wrong, then y'all.
No, you get to choose.
You gotta do the sound too.
Yeah, don't be trying to not use the sound.
Yo, for the rest of his natural life. Yeah.
Yo,
I'm using my sound.
For the rest of his life. He was mad gangster to sit there and say for the rest of his life.
I mean,
and that's what it is.
Yeah, you had to, like, in a position like, people's coming out of, from elsewhere into your land, and then you like basically overstand your land for what your land, and you study certain things that nobody else would even dare to even touch, you know what I mean? To even go to as far as to trying to educate yourself from. We're talking about people who's coming from the mountains, like they don't have any soil and all that. So you stepping on my land and you thinking that you're gonna take over my land. Now that's not happening. It's like even me when I was young, nobody could have come in on 224th block and then jump anybody that I knew that lived there. You feel what I'm saying? I always protected him, like, nah, whether if he was my friend, boy, and all that, we wasn't letting that happen. So I think that's where I get all these things, you know, the way I be thinking sometimes, you know, because
no, it's a lot of nowadays. I'm telling you, nowadays it is crazy.
Yeah.
Like sidebar, Ness and I were just together the other day, and I was telling her how scared I was of being on like public transportation. Like I drive. That's all I do is drive. So we went out. We actually went to the spot in Harlem. It's very known. They have like the best steaks. So we went out and I had to get on the train.
You have to give me the info on the side. They ain't paying us, so we ain't saying.
That's exactly. That's why I said.
And we're gonna hit it tomorrow.
Yeah. We're gonna be there. But I was just telling her like my fear of riding the train. I'm like, yo, I was making a joke of it, but I was serious. That's what I do. Like when I'm scared about something, I laugh about it. I could be crying. I'm gonna say a joke. That's me. So we're talking about this and we get off the train. And as we're getting off the train, we see this guy. I don't know if he was homeless. I don't know. But he looked kind of off. And as he's walking towards us, I go to my left to get out his way. He goes to his right. So now he's still in front of me. So now I go to my right and he goes to his left. So now I'm confused. But on instant end, it's so crazy because I was going to bring a taser. I was going to bring the taser that night. I was. And I said, you know what? Don't bring the taser. I know. Shout out to you, Wise. I said, let me not bring it. I don't know what told me not to bring it, but if I would have had it, it probably would have turned into something else, right?
Yeah.
So fast forward. He's in my face or whatever. And I'm like looking at Ness. I'm confused because I'm like, what is going on? I grabbed my keys in my pocket. And he says something. I don't remember what he was saying. He was just mumbling. Yeah, he was mumbling something. But Ness definitely had her umbrella ready to like swing on him.
In the back of the head.
In my head, I'm like, if I hit him and we are on a train station, and we have to what's gonna happen? I don't know if he's gonna end up. I don't even know he's crazy. I don't want him to end up on the tracks, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to end up on the tracks, and I definitely don't want Ness on the tracks, right? So we keep it pushing. We walk up the stairs and we hear a voice that goes, "I just want to let you know something right now. If he would have touched you, he would have been on the ground. One man. One black. Shout out to him. Black. Yep. One black man. We seen him on 125th Street when we was going to the location or whatever. We made eye contact, but we didn't speak. But he saw that home and in the midst of chaos. And that's why it goes back to protection.
Yeah.
Like in the midst of chaos and me being scared and that's being scared, it was this one person. It only takes one person that would have had our back. But you don't think that because
everybody just like
everybody knows. So you tricky. Saying that just triggered me. Yeah, it was a scary situation in New York City, and we was talking to our friend, and she was just like, "This is every day." She's used to that. You know what I mean? She's in the heart of it. She's in Harlem right now. So she's like, "That's every day," and normalizing it. But I'm like, it's foreign. Like, I'm in my car with my kids
all the time, so she's not used to this.
I'm not used to this life.
But she was getting hit left and right.
As soon as we came off 125th Street, it's somebody pooping right there.
Literally.
I'm like, this is what you go through. I don't like it. I'm not riding the train no more.
It's even
if I can't
worse.
drive my car, I'm not.
It's worse.
It's bad.
It wasn't that way, you know, like especially on the two line. It was like that on the 4th. Yeah, the 5 and 4. But now it's like as soon as you come out the train station,
it's
a lot
on
of
Lennox.
fiends.
It reached
just
Lennox.
like
it's not even on. It's not even on the east side anymore. It's on the west side. It's still bad. It's so bad, and I don't know if we're ever gonna come out. I hope we do, but it's so bad. But shout out to the way you were raised and how Billy, Mike, Preem, Gunna, shout out to
like
all
that
my
on the
men
block
out
at one point. We didn't
Real
allow
men.
anybody to come on the block, to violate us and all that. Like, little things were just me, especially. Like, I don't know why. since we own the topic, I remember I think my mom's saw somebody. It was a crackhead that was in a laundromat. From when I heard mom said that, no fucking crackhead was able to walk down the block.
I think you said this before. Yeah.
No.
In the building.
Yeah. He was in. They were in there. I think it was he or she, either one. But they were in there. She was in there or he was in there smoking crack. And I was like, what? Somebody got inside our building and they were in there smoking crack. Nah.
I just need to say this out. Like, we all need to protect one another. I know it's like we don't want to be injured. We don't want to be hurt, right? So we don't want to get involved too much.
Say something.
But say something, do something. Mm-hmm. Don't pull out your phone for no reason. Like, pull out your phone for a reason.
Yeah.
Be a good Samaritan. Be a good civilian. Like, don't just sit there and watch. There's a lot of things that's happening to us women. No matter what color we are, it's happening to women. Period. And we need to protect one another. You know what I mean? And it really, really starts with us. It starts with our community. It starts with our culture. It starts with our society. Like, we have so much power. We have so much power, and we need to use it for good. Together. And that's why we are here with Bill, right? Because we're doing this together, and we are a unit, and we know about unity because of the fourth.
And we protect ourselves. That's right.
And we know how to, we know how to be who we are because of the fourth. So shout out to 224 from White Plains.
All day.
That's right.
Till White Plains and Carpenter, baby.
We protect black women. We protect black children.
To black. That's the heart of the black. Right. That's the black of the black. No, but Wise, you still got the floor. So what are you going with next?
You still going on the two sandal.
You gonna stay on? You already know. You already know that's what he's doing.
August 22nd, 17 August 22nd, 1791 is known as what?
August 17.
August 22nd, 1791.
Night of Fire.
The Night of Fire. The first night of the revolution.
That was?
Yeah. I was like, I don't got that one. I don't got that one.
He is smoking.
He knows his Haitian history.
As he
should. Boots.
Miss Everything. Wise know his Haitian history. How does that make you feel, Miss Everything? From the Poconos.
I'm so proud.
So proud.
Yeah, me. Happy birthday to me.
So, Bill, tell us a little bit more. What happened on that night? Did you say
that's the first night? Did I see it?
Oh, the first night. Okay, I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
That's the first night that we brought. Yeah. That's when everybody was like, you know what? Enough is enough. And then again, I have to, and we need to like elaborate on that because that is not being told. Yeah. This man that we call Bookman, this Jamaican guy, and then that's another thing that all of us, like beating ourselves in our head, when we was growing up, like why Haitian and Jamaican used to beef with each other. It didn't make any sense. And that man was called Bookman. A lot of people don't know the history behind that. He was a Muslim. Not only a Muslim, he was a Moor. He was a Muslim, and he was carrying the Quran in his hand. And when they try to burn him, and then the mark of the Quran literally was like tattooed on his chest and his body. Like, this man, like he really, really went in there and then like united with a different race with different language and was able to put their heads together and then make this beautiful thing.
I just thought about something. I'm sorry. I know you putting this on right now, but I just thought about something. I'm gonna call this episode "Why Listen to Wise." Right now, it's not. It has nothing to do with us. It really doesn't. So we're gonna call this, and this is the closing of our. This is actually the end of season 1.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
So we had tons of episodes. I calculated. I did everything, Mike. I know you probably looking at me like, where is she going? Yeah, 24 episodes already, Mike. We did 24 episodes in season 1. So now 24 episodes. We did 24 episodes with the final.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so the final Wireless to Us cast, it's been 24 episodes.
Congrats, congrats.
So cheers to that.
Yeah.
We did that. So this is actually the last show of the season. And then the next season, it'll be season 2. And so episode 1 will be fire. But yeah, we're just going to close it out to say, why listen to Wise? Why listen to Wise? Because Wise got that knowledge. He got the mathematics and all that.
Yeah, man.
That's
something that I from when I was young, shout out to my dad and all that, sleep in paradise on me. Yeah.
Wise always got thrown out of school. I remember Wise got thrown out of school. I was there.
But
he read books for fun.
I didn't belong there. And I sure did when I did my own research and read, other books. One of my favorite books, as a matter of fact.
Books and math for fun. He didn't do it in school.
For fun.
Nah, he did it for fun. That's a fact.
If you haven't read this book, please, anybody pick it up. From Superman to Man by J.A. Rogers. J.A. Rogers. The book is like this freaking small. Again? From Superman to Man.
Okay.
This book is like this small. I guaranteed anyone, you pick up that book, once you start reading it, if you were seeking for knowledge, you would not put that book down. And it will direct you to different other, where you need to go and find this information for this young man. He used to work on a train, and then how brilliant he was and how he was able to, talking about, put congressmen and all these other individuals to shame because of the things that he had studied and how he was able to show and prove things that they were like mind-boggled.
Sis, what's the name of the book?
From Superman to Man.
No. I'm asking
What's the name of the book, Tish?
Superman to Man.
Okay.
From Superman to Man.
That's right. Don't sleep on Tish. She's missed everything for a reason, Bill.
No, she doesn't listen and retain information well.
Yeah, she got this. I do want to
finish that beer.
I don't think she's going to.
It's not happening tonight.
I forgot what I was going to say. Thank you, Mike. Are we going to cut to you playing this game, or should we?
Yes. Quick commercial break. This episode is brought to you by the Bronx Collective.
Yes. Thank you.
Already know.
Yeah, already.
No, we're coming right back.
Right back.
The Bronx Collective is specializes. He's providing you with all your media entertainment needs as far as photography, recording,
right,
videos, whatever it is you're looking for.
Okay.
Bronx Collective can make it happen for you.
Talk about it.
Yes,
already.
Yes.
That's why I fuck with you.
Come on, push. Yes, sir. Coming right
How long
back.
is the break so I can charge my phone?
Oh my God.
The break is gonna be
Shorty.
I would say 15 minutes, 20 minutes. We'll say 20 minutes.
Yo, Bill, chill. Damn.
So 20 minutes.
Yo.
Ness, go ahead. I got you.
Is it Cedar Playground?
Negative.
Hey! Boom it!
Get it, light skin.
You got
Get it, light skin. Get it. Get it.
We're not playing that colorism stuff.
Oh, we're not doing that now. When I want to do it. When I want to do it.
No.
When I want to do it, we can't do it.
Don't do colorism here.
We don't.
But
I'm the lightest one. And they be like, oh, yeah.
And you're proud. That's the problem.
Wow. No.
And I'm not supposed to be. So I'm not
No.
supposed to be? Wow.
Remember like 3 summers ago, she got a tan?
Yeah.
That was 4 summers ago. And I
Y'all
remember
gonna stop
I was
doing
there.
it like that.
But
Because
we don't do that here. But
do.
good job. You got 300 points. I mean, you have 400 points now, right?
yeah, and you have 0?
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
You
don't
already
got
know.
zero.
Just
She don't
say
got
that,
0.
You know,
I be chilling. The thing about me is that I don't care when I don't win games. I don't care if I'm a loser. I don't care. I don't care about stuff like that. Some people need that. I don't. I'm fulfilled in who I am. Always.
Okay.
No matter where I'm at, what I'm doing, I don't care about a game. I don't care who's winning. I don't compete. So, with that being said, Wise,
Yes.
what year were you born? Because this. He said 1973. So I want to know what year you was born. So we're not gonna disclose that. I just saying that because no, you don't. I just feel like you should have known that answer. You should have been the one. What was your call? What was your cuckoo? No, mine's cuckoo.
No, I didn't say anything. I just came off the head. I was saying South Bronx, South Bronx, but didn't realize I was saying it out loud. I wasn't paying to answer. I wanted somebody else to answer because I already.
Did you know the answer?
I've done damage already.
What's Cedar Playground to you then?
What is it? This is where we basically. I truly remember like plenty of time at a young age. I used to always go out there when they used to have these black parties.
That's what it's known for.
Yeah, this is like, area that basically where, hip hop really like was active with Cool Herc.
I wasn't allowed to be around that area.
Yeah.
Well, they had jams.
I don't know nothing about
space,
certain things.
And all these other different, you know what I mean?
They had jams in the St. Mary's. Remember St. Mary's?
Oh, I remember St. Mary's. I definitely
St. Mary's used to go crazy.
St. Mary's,
yeah.
Zulu Nation and all that. That's where they basically everything, really was going down. That a lot of us, when we were young, we never, knew what was going on. All these young kids that was like basically in the crowd with the backpack on, they were the one that was holding the hammers. For those who didn't know, for the grown-ups, so that they, they won't get, if they
also,
did get harassed by police. And
they had Krylon cans in there as well.
Yeah, of course.
Where is
spray paint?
Where is Cedar?
Because everybody was tagging.
Where is it?
Oh, right off Cedric. Right off Cedric Ave.
Cedric Ave.
Yeah.
Cedric. Woo.
Is it a bad area?
All Bloods, all Bloodland.
All Bloods now.
Even now? Oh, now it's all Bloods.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You go around the area, you see everybody literally like have red on, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my type of life. Ness, you already got that. So where we going next? Black media in New York?
Let's do Black media.
Oh, Black media for 300.
300 or 400?
Three. You can do
three.
This queen founded her media company, Radio One, when the company went public in 1999. She became the first Black woman to head a publicly traded corporation.
Go
ahead, Wise. What you got?
Can you finish this?
Oprah Winfrey.
He didn't even finish the question. Go ahead.
We said Oprah Winfrey?
Yeah.
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect.
Okay.
It's Kathy Hughes.
Kathy Hughes is correct.
Good.
Go ahead, girl.
Look at that.
I didn't get that because I didn't even say cuckoo. It's all right. I don't care. I'm still at 0. I got the answer right. I got the answer right.
Queen, you are not at 0. Be clear. You had a donut.
Thank you. I do have a donut. That's fine, but it is Kathy Hughes. And tell us about Kathy Hughes, Bill. Let's know.
Kathy Hughes, entrepreneur who started her own business in media. I believe she started in the 70s. So it started out as Radio One. Now it's Urban One. But she was also, like I said, in 1999, when her company went public, she became the first Black woman to head a publicly traded corporation. And a lot of people don't take that into consideration. As old as capitalism is, as old as America is, the first Black woman to own a publicly traded corporation was in 1999. Like, that just goes to show you how, I mean, all the Black women we've had come before her who are, trailblazers, not just in business, but in politics. And
I would say, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But we still don't, it's just so hard to get there. Like,
it's very hard. And I'm smiling because it's ridiculous. And I want to say a lot, but I'm not. But it's really ridiculous how hard it is to get to a certain point because of the skin we're in. And I will leave it at that.
I'm not gonna leave it at that.
You're not gonna leave it at that?
Yeah, we all from New York, right? In New York, people always talk about we have a different kind of hustle when you come from New York. You know what I'm saying? So even the people I'm around, when I say things and I do things and I express thoughts and ideas, they be like, see, that's that New York shit. Y'all always thinking of the next. Y'all always hustling. Y'all always grinding. But look at it.
It's a grind.
It is a grind, and we come from that. But like, where are where's this next generation of the grind at?
Going, yeah.
With all this information that we have, with all the access to resources that we have. How come we don't see it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had somebody asking me the other day because we was talking about boxing because of the big heavyweight fight that recently happened. He was like, yo, think about all the boxing gyms in New York, because in Baltimore we have a couple.
Facts.
And I'm like, there's none. And they're like, what? I'm like, nah, Brooklyn has one that's run by Teddy Atlas, but for the most part, they've taken them out of our communities. And why?
Yeah.
Those communities were creating entrepreneurs. Those New York City, those fighters coming out of New York City were, making money for themselves and doing things, moving forward and bringing it back to the community. New York used to be a hub for basketball players. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, absolutely
New York used to have the most hip hop artists come around. Nowadays, if you're a hip hop artist, and you get a little bit of
come through the
no, when you start getting you start getting a little bit of treadway, they're gonna lock you up. I.e. Casanova, i.e. Tekashi, bum ass. Everybody, you getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Coming out of New York City to access capital in 2021, you got a real battle on your hands, and it's sad and unfortunate, but this is just you got to really move in silence. You can't let your moves be known. You can't be flashy. You can't be none of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like what's his name? True. Tyler Perry.
Yeah, you gotta stay low.
No, it's not true. You can't.
Great move that he did. That was so
creating that platform or that world for Black actors, and he just did what he had to do and did it on a
army base at that.
Yeah, but his move is a little different though, because he gets support from the LGBTQ.
Of course.
That we don't.
He has ample amount of what is it? Resources, opportunities. Yeah.
It's a different kind of support. So
you won't see different type of support.
Bobby Shmurda won't get that kind of support.
No, Bobby Shmurda won't.
You know what I'm saying?
Get that support. Absolutely.
Yeah. So little TJ coming out of the Bronx,
just those
that kind of support. So
no,
it's basically those that's in that field itself.
As
we know, like all his movies are like, how you say it, stereotyping.
He's wearing a dress. He's a black man wearing a dress.
Yeah, and the mixed functional, families amongst us, the stereotyping and all that.
It's real. He plays on the stereotypes.
Yeah.
He acts on it.
And a lot of people, feed into that, because I guess that's what was drawing people to go see these things.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Who's this on though? Who's the next category on? Is it me?
It's on you.
I would say Black.
Wait a minute, you got the last one right?
I don't know, but I'm gonna just say Black Media Football. It was me, but I didn't say cuckoo. So
no, you good.
I didn't know.
Black Media 400, we good? That's where we at?
Yeah, that's where we at.
This Black entrepreneur, media magnate, executive, philanthropist, and investor is the co-founder of BET.
Cuckoo? I was about to say cuckoo. That person's name is Robert Johnson. I know this because he was a billionaire, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he got divorced, and his wife took his money, so he's not a billionaire no more. Ouch! He ain't no billionaire no more.
Sheila Johnson is a billionaire.
Yeah, she is though. She is. So she definitely came up on something. She's living it up. Definitely, she got that paper.
I think her last name probably Umfufu. I want half.
Yo, she got all of that.
Half.
Talk about it.
Why you treat me like animal? I don't like the way you're treating me. Daddy.
Talk about a come up.
Robert, you treat me like animal.
Facts.
Yeah.
He even had to sell his basketball team to Michael Jordan.
He did?
Yeah, the Charlotte Bobcats was his.
Oh, the Bob, yes.
Sickening.
See, it all makes sense. Everything just connects. It all makes sense. I'm going to the next and last category right now, Bill.
Last question. New York City for 400.
Last
Before
question.
we get there,
last category is New York.
Cardene's at 700. Wise at 1200. Ness at 400. Tish at donut.
She's not even here. Where is
she is here. She's here.
You see her?
Yeah, she's muted. She took a.
But you see her face?
Yeah,
she's muted.
Oh, she can't.
I was on cooking duty.
Oh, you was cooking.
Come
We didn't even
She
hear
was
you.
whole time she was making ramen noodle with cheese. Whole time.
No, I
Oh
wasn't.
no, that's nasty.
Yeah.
That's
What kind of cheese?
You said, yeah, right.
What kind
What?
It should matter.
What? And it wasn't even chicken ramen. It was Oriental. And we don't even have Oriental.
Yeah,
We don't even have Oriental people no more.
She got the Szechuan.
That's nasty.
Wonton soup.
We only do chicken over here. We only do chicken over here.
How
Hey,
we got,
yo.
I don't do the beef flavors.
Hey, yo.
You said that with your chest. Like, and beef. The
And
We don't do that. Just chicken. Just chicken noodle. Chicken roll.
Wow.
So let's take it to the last cat.
Now, Mike's
New
trying
York.
to
We're
get,
bringing it to New York, and the question
he's trying to get
is,
the Why Listen to Us podcast with the LGBTQ lineup. He's trying to get y'all some listen.
What?
He's trying to make it happen.
I can't.
Pull over.
Accidentally discovered in 1991, this African burial ground in Manhattan, where up to 10,000 men, women, and children remains can be found.
Cuckoo.
What you got?
Is it Foley Square?
Holy Square.
Oh my gosh. I took a guess. I took a shot at that. I wasn't really sure. I really wasn't sure.
Good answer.
Good answer.
That's nasty.
Good answer.
Anyway,
If
green
you
at
notice,
the
we
atmosphere.
kinda-
As
when
you
it came to the New York side, it really bounces off the conversation we were just having. When it comes to New York, there is no such thing as winning for us. There's no history of us really winning in New York.
Right.
In no way, shape, or form. We
We
have
got the
very
Yankees.
little went.
So we got the Yankees though.
That's what Mike said.
said.
We got the Yankees.
I heard.
I
Mike's
mean-
response. He don't even watch baseball.
So they-
That's the crazy
No,
part.
they win,
He don't even watch baseball.
But he had
that's
the
a Bronx
answers.
team, and I know they'd be winning.
Exactly.
The white folks be winning. That's
Well, what
what
were
be
you gonna
happening.
say?
We got
But I don't want to step on your point.
we don't got that many wins in America overall. But when
Right.
it comes to New York, and man, they've really perfected their racism. It's perfected racism.
You could see it in the way that everything is structured and everything was built, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was set to keep certain people in certain areas and
Facts.
certain people in certain communities, right?
Right.
There's a
And,
way.
since we like we are on this topic, like I've noticed that I know that every other boroughs get their own money. Why the Bronx share their money with Harlem?
I didn't know that.
And Harlem is not even.
I was
a borough.
today years old.
Exactly. Isn't that some shit? Like, and that's why I keep, like, when I used to work in the barbershop, being that I am not working anymore, we used to always have that conversation and like, the problems that we go
Try to
through
keep
as
it
far as the
serious.
Bronx, like our street, like, none of us, like we are really, really like in penmanship. We don't know who, to contact, who to send letters to, who to make complaints to.
Yeah,
But
that's so true.
anywhere else is like they are not having it. Like, there's in a one pothole on one block, and then they make a call, and then the next day that whole block is locked down because the whole block is getting done over. But we can't do that in the Bronx in certain areas, especially that under the L or White Plains Road. Like, the fuck, like. You know what I mean?
That's why I say that all the time.
It's
like the Bronx
crazy.
is so underdeveloped, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's like until now, it's like now we're starting to see certain things in the Bronx,
Yeah.
right? And you made a good point when you said that. I don't understand why, and I don't know how to go about it.
Yeah.
But taking it back to what Billy said about New York and how it was structured and how it was like like Manhattan, we already know that's the money, right?
Mhm.
Like money, the corporate buildings, everything, that's money. You in Manhattan, you already know you got it, right?
Yeah.
You live in Manhattan, you got it.
Mhm.
Then they moved it to what? I would say Brooklyn, like Williamsburg Park. So I'm not really too familiar with it, but it's just how everything is just structured and how everything is just gentrification. How everything is just playing a part in our everyday lives.
And you know where they was giving us hints as far as when there's gonna be gentrification in the area, it's when they start putting these little bike road in the area.
The bike
city
lanes.
The bike lanes,
The
the bike lanes and shit. This is where like, oh. But the thing about it, especially the Bronx, the sad thing about the Bronx, you have everybody from every other boroughs coming to the Bronx. Queens, Staten Island, Long Island.
Long Island is not a borough.
Yeah, I'm talking about everywhere in general.
Say,
Brooklyn, Queens, even Harlem. When I used to work in a barbershop, like 7 guys from Staten Island was like, they wanted to know how to get back to the ferry. I was like, what? Because they placing them over here, and then the majority of them are addicts. They're sick, guys are literally like walking back and forth from White Plains Road with no socks on. And we're talking about it's like below 4 degrees outside. Like, because the buildings, certain buildings are set certain way and they have certain individuals, in these areas. And it's like,
and they're not gonna go nowhere. Where they gonna go? They're born into it. They stay there. Their parents or grandparents leave it for them, and then they pass it down. But then you already have beef with the person that literally come outside. The building is attached, like right there. Hey, and
all right, that's the answer right there. That's the answer right there. That's how you address it. Like you said, there's beef and there's this and there's that. That's how you beat the whole system. The whole system is big and built and based around capitalism. So you gotta get your money. You can't be flashy. You gotta stay low and keep firing. And then you gotta acquire the resources and the assets, meaning buy the property. We gotta buy back the neighborhood.
Buy it. Absolutely.
Exactly.
If we don't buy back the neighborhood, there's nothing we can do. We don't buy back the neighborhood, we can't tell the police, hey, stop patrolling our streets. We'll patrol our own streets. We police our streets.
Talk about it, Bill.
You need to start,
talk about it, Bill.
How you say it?
We need a night of fire night. That's what we need. We need the same night, the same night of fire. We need to do that shit
to light shit up.
That's exactly what Robert Moses. That's what Robert Moses did when he built the Cross Bronx. Remember in the 70s and 80s, all that shit was being when hip hop was being built. They were having parties in abandoned buildings that ended up getting burned down.
Yes, yes, they should get the electricity from the poles.
Wow.
Yeah, we saw that in Beach Street.
Fire.
Yeah, facts.
We saw that.
Well, we used to do it on the boulevard.
Exactly.
And 21 Park actually.
Yeah.
I bear witness to in 21 Park when you used to throw how you saying black parties and all that, or just in the area they used to plug they used to get the electricity from the poles, the light poles. In 21 Park. Those good old days.
Yeah. We gotta bring it back, man.
We're gonna bring it back. But Bill, I thank you. We thank you.
Yes, we do.
This
was
needed.
This
was awesome. This was definitely a reset. And also it gave us a sense of for me, I would say I don't really know shit. And I do.
None of us do.
To know
Nobody does.
No. In terms of like, being black and always repping my blackness and being proud. I didn't even know half of the stuff that we spoke about today, and I'm still proud, right? But tonight makes me even more prouder, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where it's like, damn, like we really fire. Even though I know it and I feel it, right? But just going through this and actually playing this game, it really was like, nah, we the shit. Like, I'm sorry, children, but we are popping. And how did you feel about tonight?
I loved it. It was very, very much needed because, of course, certain things were not taught to us. So it's just like they wanted to teach us what they wanted to teach us. And then that's what we have to roll with.
Yeah.
Obey.
Yeah. So it's just like, why y'all didn't teach us this? They don't want us knowing, because once we know this stuff, we know once we get together, they can't stop us.
Yeah.
Right. And they don't want that. They don't want us to be together.
That's a fact. Everybody agrees. We do have Why Listen to Us shout outs, right? Before we close out.
Right.
So Wise Love, please hit us with your shout out.
Big shout out to
because we're rooting for everybody black.
I love it.
Kane, Big Daddy Kane,
and
KRS-One for like a spectacular verse, showed us, the essence of what hip hop, was, really came from. And
yes, sir.
All the 360 around, the differences within the style. You had the gully, the hoodie, the bebopping, and then you had those, who had a form of, different class as far as, flashy, the shirt, the slack pants and shoes. Big Daddy Kane.
And then KRS-One. Okay.
The two different style that they had, and then Kane with his style on his delivery on how he just perfected, the fast flowing, and his voice was just like immaculate, for that age. You know what I mean?
I heard KRS-One killed it. Like he owned
KRS-One, he owned the stage. And
I didn't see it. I gotta go back.
He was a bully actually. And enough respect to all them brothers that participated in it, as far as Buckshot, as far as DOS Effects, Nice and Smooth. And smooth, pull up
Master
on
Ace and Craig
G,
Juice
Master
Crew.
Ace, and the queen of all from Queensboro, Roxanne Shante.
I heard she was there
the most official woman, in the hip hop game. And to this day, if you wish to put your money on it, that she could come off the head and spit anything that she, that is needed to show the essence of what real hip hop is about.
I kind of feel like whack that I wasn't like involved in that era. Yeah. Like I kind of feel deprived.
Yeah.
Like I feel like what happened? Like I wish I could speak on that. I don't really know.
Right.
I just was listening to the music because you guys played it, but I really don't know.
Don't feel bad, because there's other people that don't. There's other people that have grown.
Yeah,
I got a homie in his 40s, and he was telling me I didn't know who KRS-One was, and I wanted to punch him in the face.
So we know that.
You know what I'm saying? I took a deep breath, meditated to myself for a moment, unclenched my fist, and let it ride, because it's just the culture. Like 1996 was his last like real significant big release with Step Into the World.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? In 1996, hip hop was changing.
Like,
right.
Outkast was on the scene. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And
Dudes
look at
remember
hip hop
that.
now. Hip hop is not even hip hop. Like it's just I miss the gutter. I miss the real gutter, the real
music,
street, the real codes, the rap
It's more
codes. Like
pop.
it's just very gimme. I
Everywhere.
don't know what it is. It's
the fake is the new real.
Don't get me wrong. It's some songs and some music that I'm like, all right, I'll blast in my car. It's like my guilty pleasure. Like I like Rowdy Rich. I really do. Shout out to him.
Definitely.
I could really listen to him and understand what he's saying when he's speaking. Even Little Baby too. I would say I can listen to him, but
the baby
definitely. Definitely the baby, but like it's just certain people that I can vibe to and listen to, but I don't know. I just need hip hop back. And
salute to scary. Again, Rakim. One of the best ever.
What he do recently? You just shouting him out?
Just giving him a shout out.
Shout him out.
Just making sure.
He's another one that in his performance that you think that this guy was still, the age that he came out, like the flow, everything's still, the same.
So how long? So when did Rakim come out? Like, when did he come
86.
out? What year?
86, 85, 86.
And we in what, 2021?
2021.
Like that's a no-brainer. You've been through it all.
Mm.
You
You know
know
what's
what I'm
funny?
saying? Like,
No, it's funny.
Crazy.
Rakim and Jay-Z are the same age.
Yeah.
wow.
Mm-hmm.
You
But-
see?
Wow.
But just Jay-Z came out 6 years after, and that's how fast hip-hop was moving in the 80s and the 90s. If you came out in 86, by 92, they considered your career done.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's why we're looking at now. We're looking at guys and we're like, damn, Rich Homie Quan ain't hitting no more. Damn, Fetty Wap ain't hitting no more.
Longevity. Yeah, it's
These
all about
dudes
longevity.
are done. Like,
Yeah.
their crowd, the guys who love that first album don't even care that they exist anymore. And it's wild because the guys who we grew up listening to, if Slick Rick said he's performing in Baltimore tomorrow at the soundstage, I am there.
People are there.
I'm
Maybe
there.
It may sell out.
You know what I'm saying?
it was-
I'm bringing my daughter with me. She's 14. She's coming with me. I'm like, yo, we're going to see Slick Rick. I don't feel like getting out the car.
Storyteller.
I don't care.
Absolutely.
I don't care.
Absolutely.
You see what you said. You see what you said, right? KRS-One is actually on his freaking 25th album.
Yeah. Yeah.
20. That's unheard of. Like,
Yeah.
What?
25th album.
And that's the crazy part about him doing the verses. He literally has 25 albums of songs where he talk about how you can't fuck with me. So he's got 25 albums of songs talk about how you can't fuck with me, and they just asked him to pick 20.
Mm-hmm. And he kept the how you call it, his whole demeanor. Like when he came out, he was about teaching, and to this day, like you hear his last album, the information that he's putting out for us, it's like again mind boggled that you like, damn, why I didn't know that? How I didn't know
about
that?
teaching.
And he's on point with it.
He's about teaching
Like,
and also about
like,
battling. KRS had this song in 1988, Jack of Spades, where he said 10 years from now we could start this because we'll be the old school artists. And even at that time, I'll say a rhyme. So you mean to tell me Big Daddy Kane is battling KRS-One in 2021? KRS-One started preparing for this battle in 1988.
1988, yeah.
I wish you luck, Kane. Good luck, Kane.
You know that he stated that every year he write a rhyme for every MC that are out.
Yeah.
That he will demolish them. Like he literally will write a battle rhyme for every rapper.
Yeah.
Shout out to the verses, because the verses is a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Swiss. Shout out to Tim. That was a great thing that they did. Like a great idea.
It flourished.
It definitely was a great idea. And their vision is just it's just flourishing. So shout out to them.
Mm-hmm. Hip hop won that night. Definitely again.
Wins forever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ness, is there anyone you want to shout out?
I would like to shout out BX Collectives.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to BX
Definitely.
Collective.
Mike is dope. He's the man. You're like
amazing.
everything. Yeah. That's why you're Mr. Everything.
BXC.
BXC, that's right. Also,
J Fam in the building.
Yes,
well.
J Fam, Bits, hello.
Be extraordinary
Hello,
coming
Black
soon.
Shit.
You know what I mean?
Definitely. And
Coming back.
of course, why listen to us? Hello. Why not shout ourselves out?
Wise Love
Hello.
coming soon.
Serious. I'm gonna definitely piggyback off of that. Shout out to Why Listen to Us. We debuted.
That's
Out
right.
there on Monday, Tuesday. Like it was around those type of days. I don't know what day it was. Either Monday or Tuesday, but we did it. We out here. We have a few subscribers. Thank you.
Yes.
Instagram is moving. Thank you. So check us out. Why Listen to Us?
Yes,
On
sir.
Instagram and Mike on YouTube. They could just find it in the
BXC
Podcast Network.
Yes. So it is it's on our page, on our Instagram page. Is a link. So you can subscribe right there.
Click on it.
So I'm very, very proud. And we're doing this.
That's right.
Tish, do you have anyone that you want to shout out? You still here with us? You rocking with us, baby?
here. I want to shout out to all the educators, so teachers, coaches, leaders.
Yes.
My African American teachers that are in public schools and charter schools and HBCU schools, all of that.
Yes.
That's right.
It's like Black 101 tonight, and I appreciate that. So big shout out to Bill.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And Wise, who is our winner for the night.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Winner.
He dominated y'all.
Yes.
I put the revolution to the table.
Yes. Yes.
Must be free.
It must be free. Miss Everything, were you done with your wireless shout outs?
Yes.
Yes. So Mike, do you have any shout outs?
I didn't think of this in advance, but I appreciate the Bronze Collector shout out. So I'm gonna piggyback on the Bronze Collector shout out.
Heavy.
224 apparel.
Yeah.
Look out.
It's coming back.
Coming back?
It's coming. Yeah, 11/11, 2021.
Coming soon.
Mr. Everything model.
What's that?
Do you need a model? Yeah.
Of course, always.
Most definitely.
Oh, you talking about 224? But I need a model. Period.
Or that's private. That's a private conversation there.
No, but that is coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10th anniversary coming soon. So we're gonna have some things going.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
We need to have a meeting.
Bill, is there anyone or anything that you want to shout out? Mind you, we're rooting for everything that's Black.
Us.
Of course,
everything
always.
that's Black.
I'm Bill from the BX. You can find me at Uncle Bill from the BX on Instagram. You can also check out my podcast, Out for TV, where we are a podcast for veterans, not just Black veterans, but all veterans who have been disenfranchised by everything that they've gone through. We have a voice for you to speak on and what it is that you got going on in your life. And you can find us on YouTube at Out for TV. And shouts out to all the podcast creators out there. Let's link up, let's collab, let's share audiences, let's make it happen, y'all.
Yes.
Let's
So
do
pretty
it.
much you shouting out yourself, and I feel it. So shout out to you, Bills. Thank you so much for this night.
Salute.
This closes our season 1.
Yes.
So let's close out.
Yeah.
Go.
We doing this.
Season 1's in the books. Congrats.
Wise love in the
Thank you.
building. Again, today's mathematics is wisdom. You know, wisdom. 2, 2, 4.
Hey.
Wow. I was waiting for that.
That's
You know
hot.
what I'm saying? Culture, mother, freedom. You hear?
Right.
That's right.
2, 2, 4.
Oh my
Culture,
God.
freedom. That's what 4 mean. Culture, meaning that our way of life needs to be free. You know, the 2 and 2 is dealing with wisdom. It's like you have you educate yourself to the point that what you obtain becomes double. In order for it, for you to activate that, you have to put it into activation in order for what? For you to be free. And where we from is what? 2, 2.
Mother effing 4.
Yes. Who is?
Peace.
Who you is? Who you is? And what you close out with? Ma?
Hey, it's me again. It's Ness.
Hey, yo.
Toxic, but not really. You know,
But you're still
just
toxic
a little,
as
just
shit.
a little bit.
And somebody that's supposed to be here, but that's not here.
Yeah.
We miss that
Hello.
ass. We miss that ass.
Yeah, don't miss my ass too much. I'll see you next week.
Next week we
That's
in
what
the
I'm talking
building.
about.
Halloween.
And you ready? Halloween. Yes, that's a Halloween weekend. That's your favorite holiday. You already know it's your girl Cardine. And being that we talking about mathematics and all that, right? My son was born on 224. Hello. I'm just saying. God body of all God bodies. I ain't doing my lessons yet, but I'm about to because I need to for work because they're trying to get. You know what? We're not gonna talk about that, but I'm about to be. Listen, I'm an Earth, so
Actual fact.
so please talk to me as such.
Mm.
All right, that's what I'm gonna say. And you already
Oh.
know the right of me is to the right of me.
PXC mic on the board.
On a board.
And Bill, please close out with us. What you closing out with?
Hey, peace to everybody. Love everybody. Support Black businesses. Let's make this happen.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Time
Thank
is
you for
now.
this collab. We love you. See you guys
Love
next
y'all.
week.
Love y'all.
Be safe.
Peace, peace, peace.
Love you.
Peace, peace.